All right, we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In the Pocket, presented by CrossBonesMMA.com. My name is Eddie Law. That's Nick Pilecki. Throwing the hands up, ready to go. He's psyched because his birthday's next week. Woo, and then Christmas.
And Star Wars tomorrow is going to be a fucking crazy weekend for me.
You dressing up for Star Wars?
No, I don't dress up. I'll wear a T-shirt that has Star Wars logo on it or some shit. That's it.
Because people can see you during the movie.
That's just me. It's just me. I don't know. I wear MMA shirts during the MMA events. You wear Reebok shit.
That's right. And not on purpose, dude. It's not my fault. Spartan Race is fucking sponsored by Reebok.
It's self-consciously though. You do it without even noticing. You're like, I'm doing an MMA show. Oh, it's Spartan Race shirt. Let's wear that.
Here's the thing. I have a ton of these shirts. I've done too many of these events already, and so I have to have a ton of these shirts. These happen to be some of the most comfortable shirts ever.
I was that guy in high school that wore tap-out shirts, but half my closet is tap-out shit.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
I have a shitload of tap-out shirts, and it's not just like one that's just, it's all cool designs and shit, but I was that guy in high school. I was that.
Shit, there you go. Wait a fucking second. Wow, this is real.
Is this real? What's happening?
No. Okay, I'm going to retweet this real quick, all right? And you're going to have to check this out. Apparently, Sage Northcutt did a Star Wars commercial on 20.
Yes, I saw that shit on Instagram. I remember that commercial. That shit was awesome. I didn't know it was him.
Dude, no one knew it was him. He didn't know it was him.
Yeah, he didn't know it was him. He posted on Instagram. It's actually pretty cool, but fuck.
It's a trip. Oh, look, Andy says, fuck off Star Wars, hashtag fuck off Star Wars.
Fuck off, Andy.
Oh, hater. What up, Andy? All right. Well, let's get right to it. Just a reminder, this is the last week of shows. Other than Keyboard Warriors, we might go next Tuesday, we might not. But all the other shows, not happening next week. Everyone's going to go and enjoy their time with their families and their holidays. Homeboy here is turning 1 year older. Congratulations, you survived another year. Well, we're almost there. What is it, Tuesday?
Tuesday,
we'll find out if you made it another year. You still got a few days to fuck up. I almost fucked up today. I'm just saying. Anyway, all right. We're gonna do it real quick. I know you guys are probably tired of this shit, but we're gonna recap real quick the weekend. Just a few opinions on what's going on here, and then talk about this weekend's card. It's gonna be a baller main card this weekend. So, all right. So we're gonna go with quick opinions here. Starting off with Kylan Curran is sexy as hell. I'll just give that one first. I still find her fine as hell. Aljamain Sterling, man, at 135 pounds, he beats the shit out of a guy that doesn't fight that often. He's 35 years old, and Johnny Eduardo beats the crap out of him, submits him, a guillotine choke in the second round. Does that prove that Aljo, deserves a top 5 or top 10 guy?
Thank you for appreciating that I didn't die.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, he deserves a top 5, but we're forgetting his contract's up. He's still in signing with Dana White, and he did not like the agreement that Dana gave him. So he's a free agent right now.
No kidding. Wait a minute. Wait, when did that come out? I didn't even hear that.
They said that in the press conference that he did not like the agreement before the fight, that he still hasn't re-signed with his contract, that he's technically a free agent. He's free to shop around. So if someone does offer him a better deal, they might, but Dana White said he does like the kid. He might have to rethink his offer. But what if he doesn't like the offer? Where do we see him? Do you think we see him in Bellator, WSOF?
It won't be World Series of Fighting. It won't be World Series of Fighting. It won't be one.
I don't think it'll be Bellator either.
Honestly, I think Aljo wants to stay in the UFC. I think he's going to stay in the UFC. If he goes anywhere, I think it's going to be Bellator. I think it has to be Bellator. I
don't know, because if you think you go to Bellator, you kind of get disowned from the UFC. When's Rampage's next fight? Tell me that.
No. The Rampage thing is different. All right, he fought for the UFC. He's in trouble with the Bellator. Now he has to go fight for them again.
But what fighter has returned from Bellator besides Rampage on a fuck up?
Oh, there's got to be somebody. I can't think of anybody right now. We'll figure somebody out.
I don't even think there's anybody. But I think he does resign with the UFC. But you have to give him a top 5. You really do have to give him a top 5. He's a very talented kid. I like him. Dana likes him. You like him. Mm-hmm. I just think he's growing. He's growing with the sport, and I'm excited to see him more.
All right. What about a wannabe Luke Skywalker finishing off Cody Fister via guillotine choke? Sage Northcutt. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sage Northcutt.
I was wondering who the fuck you were talking about.
This fucking guy.
I thought you were talking about Luke Rockhold. But
look at this guy. All right.
I'm still on the bandwagon. I think he's a great kid, good kid, smart with his moves, smart with his movement, smart with his wrestling game, but he still needs to grow. I think he needs to lose like Paige did, which we'll get into, to come back stronger. And he's already a beast. So,
dude, he fights at lightweight, 155 pounds. This kid's gonna get bigger. He's gonna end up. He's gonna end up at welterweight. Don't you think?
Yeah, he's 20. No, he's 19. He's 19. He's going to get probably a little bit bigger. He'll end up in welterweight. I still think he'll be a monster at welterweight. I don't think an older Sage Northcutt, like say Sage was 23 right now, he probably, in my opinion, you can shit on me all you want, would beat Johnny Hendricks.
Sage with Johnny Hendricks, Sage beats Johnny?
Yeah, if he was a little bit older, yeah.
If he had wrestling, I mean,
he has
Johnny
wrestling.
Still, huh?
He has wrestling.
Johnny Hendricks level wrestling?
Not Johnny Hendricks level wrestling, but I think he has good enough wrestling to get away and catch him.
Keep in mind, this guy just got out of high school. Okay.
Yeah, but still, that's what I'm saying. If he was a couple years older, like in the game, in the game already, I think he would beat a Johnny Hendricks of today.
Okay. Well, I mean,
if Johnny Hendricks makes weight. But
right. That makes a little more sense there. I'm still laughing at that tweet from Andy. Congratulations, Nick, for not dying.
Thank you, sir.
Good job. All right. And then, of course, the main event, Rose Namajunas taps Paige Van Zandt. That was beautiful. But, geez, Paige Van Zandt surviving the ass woman for the longest time, getting out of multiple submissions. Are you still on the Paige Van Zandt booty wagon?
Yes, for multiple reasons. One, she has a great heart. Like I didn't expect that out of her. I thought she would get finished faster.
Let me translate. She has a great heart, she has a great ass. Continue. She has durability, man. You can't deny that. You never saw that in any of her other fights besides her beating the shit out of her opponents on the ground. She got caught a couple times, but you never saw this out of her. She just needs to work on her technique 100%. She got outclassed by Rose. Rose is still a monster. I hope she gets a title shot soon. She won't get the next title shot, but I'm excited for it. Yeah, Paige, you know what? I have to give her a lot of credit for being honest and saying that her technique's garbage and that she has a lot to work on. I give her a lot of credit for being honest with herself. I really do.
She's having her GSP moment. When GSP lost when he was younger, she's having that moment. And I think Sage, like we were talking about, I think Sage is going to have that moment pretty soon too. Probably his next fight.
It depending on who they give him, right? If they give him like a real killer. Ooh.
And that's what I don't want the UFC to do. I don't want them to feed people. That's why I was more excited for the Rose fight than the Calderwood fight. Because Calderwood, I can see her beating, not with ease, but see her beating. Rose, I didn't see her beating.
Whoa, wait. Calderwood beating who?
Paige.
Oh.
I don't see Paige beating Calder. I don't see Calderwood beating Paige, but when they announced Rose, I saw that shit.
True. Sage versus Matthews. Oh, he's talking about the Australian kid.
That'd be a good fight. I'm down to see that.
Yeah, I mean, they would definitely test Sage a lot. Paige, you know what's funny? The weird thing is when I saw Paige beat the shit out of or finish off Elise Herrig.
Yeah.
I thought that was great because I can't stand Elise Herrig, first of all. But I thought that honestly, I think this was started the Van Zandt hype train. But
well, she beat a seasoned vet who had decent wrestling. That's it. But Rose is a different level. Completely different level.
Rose is as technical as you can get in that division almost.
Yeah.
Not three technical.
And I think in a rematch against Esparza, I think Rose would win.
God damn, Paige definitely is fine as hell. That's not even fair.
You're just Googling Paige right now.
I really am. It's right here. I'm on images. I'm on Paige Van Zandt. All right. I don't give a fuck. I'll say this shit on the air. All right, moving on to the next event of the weekend. Of course, Friday night we had Tough 22 finale. Not much to say about the other fights, but let's go right into. Let's just say the heavyweights are garbage. Kawajiri gets a decision win over Jason Knight, which is whatever. Everyone shed a tear. Joe Lozon getting the shit kicked out of him, and then Tony Ferguson shows up and gets a Bravo choke on Edson Barboza. I did not expect that. I thought it was gonna be a knockout. What do you think of Tony?
Shocked. I thought Barboza would pick him apart and get a decision win, but hey, hats off Tony Ferguson getting that crazy Darce choke, right? Got a Darce choke on him.
Was Darce or was it?
Why'd you call it a Bravo choke?
Wasn't it a Bravo choke?
I thought it was Darce.
I'll have to look it up later then.
I don't know. But
whatever it was, he subbed him.
Submitted Edson Barbosa after blooding him up bad. Barbosa couldn't see. He had blood in his eyes, getting submitted. You're fucked. Goodbye.
Yep, 100%. And then the co-main event, I mean, I want to see Ryan Hollins in jiu-jitsu tournament. That's all I want to see.
Yeah, that's it.
And then Artem Lubov, send him to Bellator. Main event, Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar is Chad Mendez. Frankie sleeps Chad Mendez dirty.
Did not see that shit coming.
Is that Frankie Edgar? Was that Frankie Edgar winning or Chad Mendez losing his chin?
Chad Mendez losing his chin. He after getting beat by Connor, I don't think he's going to be the same person. He's mentally not there anymore, in my opinion.
Okay, so you think his chin is gone, and that's why Frankie got him?
Chin's gone. Yeah, I don't think Frankie could knock him out on Frankie Edgar, or Chad Mendez's good day, but I thought it would be a much more technical wrestling fight than what we saw.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and the person I saw get knocked out was Edgar, but it completely flipped on me. So
yeah, you know what? I didn't think anyone was going to get knocked out. I thought it was going to be a 5-round grind out decision for Frankie, but. To see a knockout like that was incredible, and of course Frankie now kind of in the driver's seat.
Title shot.
Okay, kind of in the driver's seat, kind of not. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, UFC 194 went down on Saturday. The event we were all waiting for forever. I mean, if you believe in any kind of deity, you pray to it. Even if you didn't, you pray to it anyway. You threw coins and fountains and shit. You whatever you can do.
Event, you're praying, please don't let him break his ankle out to the cage.
Even as he's walking to the cage, exactly, he was like, please don't get hurt, Jose, please. So the event got there. Everyone made weight. Everyone's healthy. We're good to go. Or everyone's healthy as far as we know. We're good to go. All right. Yancy Medeiros gets a really weird decision win over McDessie. Did you agree with that?
Yeah. No, I didn't. I think McDessie did a lot more damage in total strikes alone. He did a lot more damage. Yancey only had one knockdown, I think, during that fight. Yeah, he knocked him down once. That's it. That does not win a person a fight if you have one knockdown. The other guy was dominating the whole time. Rematch. I want to see a rematch. Fuck that shit. It was a good fight. I enjoyed that fight. It's just winner went to the wrong person.
I picked Yancey because I like Yancey, but I thought for sure McDessie was going to knock him out. Yeah. At least beat him via decision. So it didn't end up happening. And so that was a really bad decision, first of all, 100%. But I'm glad Yancey won. It gave me points. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ. This is funny. Mike just sent this. You got it on your Twitter, too. He has Cindy Dandois on there. Lost to Cindy, lost to Boris. Cyborg's really dodging Cindy. You know what? Cindy's a weirdly shaped girl, and I'm not trying to make fun of her body. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I agree.
But whatever. Andy says, I disagree with Nick. That was Edgar's punch, not Chad's chin. I hope so, because if they put him against Connor, he's going to need that punch.
I don't think it's it's Chad's chin. Obviously, he got punched in the chin and got dropped. I just think mentally he's not there anymore.
Okay.
I think he can't get – he knows he's probably not going to get a title shot again. He lost 3 times. So.
True. What do you think about your boy Uriah?
Uriah Faber?
Yeah.
I was like, Uriah Hall? Oh, no. Uriah Faber looked good. He looked decent. No title shot for you soon. He's just going to be that headline of the prelims every fucking time.
Why the hell does he wear a headband in the post-fight pressers?
I don't know.
He didn't even wear a regular headband. He wears a LeBron-sized headband to hide the hairline, that kind of shit.
I never noticed that until Tommy Toho.
Yeah, isn't it weird?
Anyway. Yeah, I never noticed that until Tommy Toho did his little skit on it. I was like, oh shit, he does wear a headband. Sponsorship, maybe. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Max Holloway against Jeremy Stevens. Max Holloway looked really good. I think he worked the game plan that worked perfectly against Jeremy Stevens. But you think Max Holloway is ready to be a contender again?
Give him someone bigger and have him fight in Hawaii. Give him we'll get into it, but we're probably going to give him Edgar. I'd give him Edgar.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about – okay, we'll talk about it in a second. You're right.
Yeah.
All right, Damian Maia against Gunnar Nelson. Maia's jiu-jitsu just beast Gunnar Nelson. And I hope we get to see these two in a jiu-jitsu tournament at some point. Just like not have to worry about the striking whatsoever. But Damian Maia is a killer on the ground. Brilliant jiu-jitsu. What do you think of that fight?
Gunnar Nelson had some good defense, but he had no offense on the ground. I don't know what he was trying to do, if he was trying to stand it up or what. He had great defense against some chokes and everything, but he just could not put any offense on the ground against Damian Maia. Damian Maia is a monster on the ground. Sucks to be Gunnar Nelson at this point.
Yeah. I know it does. It does. But, I mean, I think Conor kind of hinted to it in the post-fight press conference, or his post-fight press conference. He had like his own thing. Where he said that Gunnar Nelson had a really shitty weight cut and all this stuff. So
it's that's a different story on its own with weight cuts and shit. It's if it hurts to make the weight cut like McGregor, which we can talk to about later, don't fight at that weight. Johnny Hendricks is one of the biggest ones of that. Like, you can't make the weight, don't fight at that weight. Stop hurting yourself. Basically, you're hurting yourself really bad.
Definitely. All right. Did Joel Romero beat Jacare, in your opinion?
Pissed me off.
So no.
No. Hell no. It pissed me off. He dropped it. He rocked him once.
The cage grab.
The cage grab pissed me off too. That should have been a point, but I'll agree with the referee on the stand-up. He lost his positioning, which was cool. I can agree with that one. Either take a point or do that. I think Jacare just had more groundwork. He picked them apart. He kept flicking the jab out there. I don't agree with the decision, but fuck it, I'll take it. But I think I think they should rematch. Not immediately, but later on, I think they rematch because I think Jacare wins.
And also, we'll talk about the next fight. Obviously, we're not giving anyone news. Weidman against Jacare. What do you think of that fight next?
No. Weidman versus Yoel. Weidman versus Yoel.
Okay.
For a title shot. I'll do that. I'd rather see that than Jacare, because if Weidman beats Jacare, then you lose another contender.
Okay, that you care about. If Yoel Romero gets snuffed, you don't really care.
Well, no, they're both contenders, but who honestly would you rather lose as a contender, Jacare or Yoel?
I'd rather lose Yoel. You're right.
Exactly. It's a good. I don't know who would Dana White rather lose, Yoel or Jacare? Someone who gave him controversy during which you're getting into fucking Ariel Hawaiian shit. You're getting Ariel Hawaiian. I was saying that during the whole fight to my buddy, to Mike. I was like, "Hey, Jesus!" He's like, "Shut the fuck up!" I'm like, Jesus.
No, dude, watching it, dude, I was seriously hoping for like during his interview. I was like, say something about gay Jesus, please say something about gay Jesus.
For gay Jesus.
Don't forget Jesus. But at the same time, for gay Jesus was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. What was, I don't know if you caught it when Rogan was screaming, "Oh, not this shit again." Was someone getting extra time in the corners?
Yes, this is what Yoel did, actually. Yeah.
Again? I thought it was Jacare because they were wiping him down extra.
No. That was Yoel that were wiping down. Yoel, his coaches poured water on him, right? Yeah. And the ref caught it and it was like, "Hey, fuck that, wipe him down." So they dry him off. So they dried him off, whatever. And as soon as they dried him off, they told him not to do it. He did it again himself this time. He took the water and put it on his head, and then had to fucking dry him off again. So,
yeah,
Yoel up to his usual tricks. And Tip Kennedy was fast as to fucking point that out on Twitter. It was great. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Luke Rockhold against Chris Weidman, and Luke Rockhold beast modes against Chris Weidman, and does it while having a fucked up foot, cellulitis or whatever he called it, and being on what's it called, antibiotics. Now, small note here, just coming off of, and you can go watch it yourself. In fact, I recommend it. This last Joe Rogan experience with Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen, a lot of insight into the event. So if you guys want to hear that shit, definitely go do that after this one. But Rogan saying that Rockhold's one of Rockhold's coaches said he was this close to pulling out of the fight.
Yeah.
Damn.
I would have been pissed.
Yeah, but for him to win it like that, though,
it shows the heart of Luke and how the determination to him wanting to be champion, which was great. Over on the fight, I just think what fucked Chris up was the spinning heel kick, which was retarded.
That was his biggest mistake.
And I don't mean to say retarded as that, but it was fucking that's something you don't do. Yes, I can hate on Chris all day, but I respect the guy as a fighter, and I think he's a great fighter. But that's something you don't do. You're a wrestler. You're good with your hands. Do that. Don't spinning kick. That's like Ronda Rousey throwing a spinning heel kick. You don't do that shit. Kind of fucked him up in the long run, but I think just Luke Rockhold was just that little bit better in the wrestling game and the control. I agreed with it. Do you agree that it should have been stopped in the third? Because I heard what Aaron had to say on the keyboard yesterday, and I kind of have to agree with him.
After he said it, I thought about it. I was like, yeah, you kind of got to give the champ a chance to get back. I thought they gave him a lot of chances, in my opinion. But regardless, I didn't mind. I didn't mind it at the moment, though. I'm like, this guy's getting the shit kicked out of him. Are you gonna stop his fight or what? Like, what are you waiting for, right?
Yeah.
So, by the way, currently corners can't throw the towel. As far as way I understand it, they have to go talk to the doctor and to stop the fight, right?
Yep.
So, do you think they should be allowed to throw a towel?
No.
Really?
Because I don't think it's their decision to.
I think it is.
As a professional athlete, do you think? I don't know. In basketball, do you think that the coach should throw in the towel if they're down by 20 points?
Well, no, you're talking about something different. You're not getting punched in the face and that.
Well, true.
In football, the coach can pull you out of the game if you look like you're fucked up.
But they can't determine if the fighter's okay with adrenaline and everything like that. Like,
that's true. It's a weird thing to do in fighting in combat sports, right?
Like Chris looked okay. He was moving, he was blocking, but then that last 10 seconds when he was just walled up and he was just going through and just pounding him, that moment, yeah. But then again, what Aaron said yesterday on keyboard, 10 seconds left, you don't want to stop the fight because then everyone say, oh, he was almost at the bell, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I kind of have to agree with that. So I changed my opinion on it that, yeah, okay, I can see why they didn't stop it. But the outcome came back either way. Now, if Chris came back and won, then there would be a discussion, oh, it should have been stopped in the third. It's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah. No, and you're right. And Andy agrees. He says Herb was spot on with Weidman. So yeah, definitely agree with that now. At first I didn't think so, but after what Aaron explained, I was like, okay, I kind of understand that now. All right, on to the main event of the evening. I was not surprised at the result. I was surprised at how the result came about. Conor McGregor one-hit KOs Jose Aldo. What were your immediate thoughts seconds after?
First of all, I didn't see the punch. I was just shocked. I screamed. Yeah. Me and my buddies were sitting right in front of the TV and we're just all hyped for this and we're just sitting there watching it. Once he dropped, we're all like, what the fuck just happened? Everyone was like that until they saw the replay and actually saw how he caught him. Shit. I didn't expect it. Conor called it.
Yep.
It's crazy how he calls these things, as he says, and it happened.
I see these things. So whatever the fuck. I'm going to work on my accents because that was horrible.
But shit, I didn't see that. Aldo crying in the corner, I did not expect that. A guy who was champion 10 years as such a monster get dropped by one punch in 13 seconds.
It was very, like, just like you said, you didn't see the punch. A lot of people immediately started going, well, what the fuck was that about,
He got dropped. He got forearmed in the face multiple times.
Yep. So what did you think of what do you think of people that say it was a fixed fight?
Stupid. I hate people who think that fights are fixed, unless it's Bellator. If you're talking about Bellator, there's a conversation there. But in UFC, no. If fights were fixed, Ronda would have never lost.
True.
If fights were fixed, that fight would have went a lot longer and would have been a lot closer.
Okay.
To make more money. It's just how it is. Like, if you look at stupid pro wrestling, if it's The Undertaker facing Brock Lesnar, they drag that shit on to make as much money as they can. UFC would do the same shit. Dana White's not stupid. If he was fixing fights, he would drag that shit on to make as much money as possible. It's not fixed. People say that shit's stupid. And again, yes, Aaron or Andrew, I'm wrong. Corner should put in towels. No, fuck you. It's my opinion, not yours.
Again, Nick is wrong. Corner should have thrown the towel. I agree. I'm with him. They should. And Mike was tweeting another. I predict these things. I'm gonna work on that shit by 2016. The first show of 2016, I will have my Irish accent down. All right, I'm writing that down.
There was an Instagram video. Whoever made it, I forgot who made it. It was him saying, "I'm gonna go in there. He's gonna lead with his left. I'm gonna counter him, and he's gonna drop."
Oh yeah.
And then it happened, and then him riding the bike.
Yeah, because they did the Thug Life video, right?
Yeah.
And it's it starts the music off, and it's just Connor. Actually, that Connor video was right during one of the embedded videos, right in the bicycle going da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G. That shit was great. All right. So obviously that's your UFC 194 card. Conor McGregor, you call it moving up or staying at 145?
I don't know. I cannot predict shit with Conor McGregor. Honestly, you don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. He wants to be champion. He wants to keep the championship. But Dana's like, no. If you're moving up, you're losing the championship. He's not gonna keep it. I think if he wants to keep it, he's gonna stay down. So I think he'll fight one more time, defend his belt, and Dana's going to make him give it up and give him either contender title fight at the higher weight class or automatic title shot.
Okay.
No, he stays.
He stays at 145. That's a hard cut, man. If he says
a hard cut, he stays, but it is a hard cut for him. But I think he'll stay, defend it once, and then move up.
If he goes to 155, do you think they make him lose the or what is it called, vacate the 145 belt? He says he doesn't want to. He says he refuses to.
They'll make him vacate it. They'll pay him money to vacate it or give him a good deal. Like you can, I think I said it on, when did we talk? Sunday, that you can't have a championship only fought once a year unless someone gets injured. But then again, they make the interim championship. You can't have that. If Conor's champion in 2 weight classes, he'll have to fight at least 4 times. If he fights 3, one of those divisions are getting fucked. And Edgar already gets fucked overall, so he doesn't need to get fucked over again.
Definitely. Okay. All right. Anything else we want to talk about today besides Kaylin Curran being sexy as fuck? Go look at her Instagram. She fine as hell. Something about her, man. Anyway.
He's on Google again. Images.
I am actually. All right. Let's talk about this weekend's card, actually, now that I'm reminded that there's more MMA shit. By the way, real quick, are you a little MMA'd out from this weekend?
Just a little bit. I watched a little bit of EBI. I found it. I found a guy. I was able to watch it, and it was awesome. But other than that, I'm tired.
Talk about the
crazy
3
weekend.
Yeah, let's talk about the 3 best fights on this weekend's UFC
3
on Fox.
The whole main event's awesome in my opinion.
Marcos against some newcomer?
I can see Random Marcos destroy somebody. Fuck it.
All right, I guess I'll give you that one. What about Michael Johnson against Nate Diaz? Who you got?
You're gonna hate me.
No, of course you're not picking Nate. Okay.
Bye Nate Diaz.
Wow. Bye Nate Diaz.
I think he loses and leaves the UFC.
I didn't even mind. He's gonna beat the fuck out of that dude.
No, I think you think he's gonna beat Michael Johnson.
He's gonna sub him, yeah.
You think he's gonna sub Michael?
He's gonna sub Michael Johnson. He's gonna sub him.
We're gonna have money on this game or on this fight.
All right, let's do it. All right, JDS against Overeem. Who you got?
I picked Overeem last week because I want to see Overeem move up in the heavyweights. Heavyweights are boring to me now. It is just fucking boring. I want to see Overeem try to climb the ranks and make it interesting a little bit.
I got JDS one hit knockout on the suspect ass chin of Overeem's. All right, and the main event, Cowboy against RDA for the title. Who you got?
Cowboy all the way. I just want Cowboy to get a title before he leaves the UFC.
Before he retires. Yeah, I got Cowboy. Cowboy all day. You think he's right? RDA is on some shit?
Anyone's on some shit after the Anderson Silva thing. It's still, in my opinion. Anybody. Ronda could be fucking taking for all I care.
What about Aldo? You heard about all that talk about his body looking different?
Yes, and it's a weight cut. Calm the fuck down. I think it's a weight cut. He hasn't fought in forever. He hasn't fought in what, over a year?
About
Almost a year and a half.
yeah.
Just fucking Dominic Cruz is gonna look different. He got older. Cuts weight probably different. He's gonna look different. I can't wait for that fight though. TJ versus fuck Dominic Cruz is gonna be shit.
Who you got in that one?
Dominic.
All right. Actually, you know what? That gives me a good idea. Let's look at the upcoming events. The first few events in 2016, of course. This weekend's card is the last event of 2015, and that's December 19th. This weekend, this Saturday, January 2nd, next Saturday. We get UFC 195 Lawler vs. Condit. After that, UFC Fight Night Dillashaw vs. Cruz on January 17th. So we get about a week break or so in between those. Then another week break. And then we get UFC Fight Night Johnson vs. Bader. On January 30th, Super Bowl weekend, we get Velasquez versus Verdum 2, UFC 196. And and that's kind of it. They have an event scheduled for Pittsburgh on the 21st of February. London, England, the O2 Arena on February 27th. Brisbane, March 19th. And UFC 200 July 9th in Las Vegas, Nevada. Those are the scheduled events of 2016 so far. So hopefully they come to Phoenix at some point next year. But I'm kind of thinking we're going to get skipped next year. But we'll see.
Out of the 4 events that are already announced, what one are you most excited for?
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see Condit versus Lawler. To be honest with you, Condit versus Lawler. That card is actually not bad at all. It's not the best card either, though. I mean, the best fight on that entire card is Robbie versus Carlos, right? Because then your co-main is Stipe and Andre, and then you get Gaslam against Noki, Lawrence Larkin against Tumanov, and then Brandao returns against Brian Ortega, and that's your main card. And then your prelims are headlined by Michael McDonald. Crying out loud. There's
one fight. I'm trying to figure out what event it is right now.
Poirier versus Duffy is going to be on that card.
Where is it?
Yeah, Poirier against Joe Duffy. That's a fucking sick fight on that card, and that's in the prelim. The fucking Fight Pass prelims.
I can't find it, but there is a fight.
On that card?
Was it a fucking Johnny Hendricks versus Wonderboy Thompson?
Oh, that's in Bader? No.
Is it in Bader?
Is it Bader or is it the Velasquez card? That's a Velasquez card.
Is it Velasquez
196. 196.
That
196? Fight. Yeah. I mean, look, Verdum, Velasquez 2, Hendricks, Thompson, Roy Nelson against Jared Rosholt, Derek Lewis against Damian Grabowski, Josh Bergman for some reason still fighting against KJ Nunes, and then Mike Pyle against Sean Spencer so far on that card. Believe me, that a few of those will change.
Yeah. Hendricks, Thompson, please wrap up and bubble wrap. I'm super stoked for that fight.
What about Rumble against Bader? How bad do you think Bader gets beat?
I think Bader gets destroyed in one punch.
Oh, Andrew's picking Overeem and RDA this weekend.
Woo! We can agree on we can't agree on one of them. We can agree on the other one.
I'm not agreeing with either one. And then Condit versus Lawler will be so good. Condit versus Lawler is going to be a striker's fantasy right there.
It's going to be fight of the year.
Think so?
It's going to be fight of the
year. How crazy would it be the first fight of the first event of the year is going to have the best fight. That'd be crazy.
Unless Lawler fights GSP again or GSP somehow, some way that year, that fight's going to be fight of the year. It's such a sick fight.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us today. We appreciate all of you guys watching this entire year. We'll be back after Christmas. Yeah, after Christmas. Getting ready for UFC 195. That's all it is. So I'll say here, happy birthday, Nick, next week, Tuesday. And happy holidays to everybody. If you celebrate the holidays, great. Enjoy. Who is between fighting in London? Hold on, let me check.
Is he fighting someone?
Apparently he is. I forgot all about it. Bisping versus in. I think he's gonna get. Didn't he get some? Is it Lombard? No, Musasi.
Oh.
Damn, that boy's gonna get smacked around in his hometown. That's
Bisping retire. Goodbye.
He might retire in London. That's not a good fight for him.
All right, prediction: who retires next year besides Bisping right now? What fighter will retire?
I can't think. I can't. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody.
Two. Dan Henderson, Anderson Silva. Fully retires.
Anderson Silva for sure.
Anderson will fight 200 and retire 200.
Henderson will keep fighting. Watch.
Henderson will retire. He's going to fight. Fuck. Who can he fight and retire? Jacare and retire. Done.
Fight Jacare and then retires? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. All right. Sorry, Caitlin Curran's still on my computer. All right.
Does Ronda retire? Ronda will retire next year. And
he says that?
I was just about to say, does Ronda retire next year? I think so.
Code says it's Bisping versus the Queen of England. Ronda will retire next year. I'm with that. 100%. I'm with that. I believe that'll be true. All right. Again, it's gonna do it for us now. For real this time. We gotta go. So you guys all have a wonderful afternoon. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the fights this weekend on Saturday. Cerrone versus RDA. Go Cowboy. And have a great holiday season. We will see you guys the week after Christmas. So for myself, Mr. Nick Pilecki, you can follow him at NickXMicro. Follow me at Elaw31. The page is at CrossBonesMMA. Add the .com. You get the website. And hit the subscribe button to somewhere down here. Share with the people you love that love MMA. And we will catch you guys in a couple weeks. See ya.
Later.